Bay Beach later on. This is quite a special road. The first day we were out of quarantine, June went to work and I got in the Ford Focus hire car that we had, and I decided to come down to Sandy Bay, have a look at the seaside. And it was one of the most frightening things I think I've ever done, so you'll probably find out why in a minute. But yeah, the road to Sandy Bay is one of the more interesting roads on St Helena, and if you've seen any other of the other videos then you'll understand that that's quite a statement in itself. I'm going to shut up now and just concentrate on driving, hopefully getting us down and singing one piece. We'll see you on the beach. At this point it's worth noting that any resemblance to the island out of Jurassic Park is entirely coincidental. I've yet to see a dinosaur, but I'm not going to say there aren't any. We're also heading on our way down to one of the bigger banana plantations on the island. They do grow on the island, as does bamboo. So that's Sandy Bay Community Centre. And one of the interesting things that I think is really interesting about this island is you can go from this fantastic greenery and the mix of vegetation in the space of a short space of time into what looks very much like a desert environment. You'll see that later on as we drop down toward the beach itself. There's very little growing other than cactus and various other bits and pieces, but at the moment if you look at it, it's so green, it's amazing. Building a new house. It's not the worst place to build a house, I guess. Although getting materials out here must be an absolute bugger, but there we go. There we go, so Sandy Bay Beach, we're on our way. There's the bamboo grove. I'd be interested to get in there, to be fair, and see how big some of the bamboo is. I would imagine so, it's quite old. See, when I first came down here, at this point I was thinking, well, this isn't too bad, you know, the old Ford Focus is coping quite well with this. It's not the widest road, but you know, there's nothing too dramatic about this one. So, yeah, just wait a minute. Collins Bar and Public Payphone. So there's a pub. I don't know what their opening times are like. Okay, so now we start to get a little bit more interesting. There's two big rock formations on the right hand side. I don't know if you can see them or not, but one is called Lot and the other one is called Lot's Wife. That's in the biblical characters. I'm not entirely sure which one's which. I think the closest to us is Lot. I see them a bit better in a minute. Hopefully this is one of those roads where you don't really want to meet a lot of traffic one way or the other, because there's not a lot of room for compromise either way. The fun bits are about to start, just about. So, very much like an alpine pass. The only way to get up and down the hill, because it's quite a drop down, is by copious uses of hairpin bends. There's a church, in case you need to stop and have a quick pray. Steep road engage low gear. Oh, they're not kidding. Imagine Porlock Hill and then multiply it by a number of times with the added threat of death by dropping off a ledge. Somebody else on their way down to the beach. Not going to be the only ones here today. Now the trouble is, driving something like this thing in a 4x4, you start fairly high, which is good, but you can't see where the road goes. So some of this is just an act of faith.